I often joke and say that I know exactly what happens to control freaks. They end up having triplets. And that's what happened to me. Now, at that stage of my life, I was a complete and utter workaholic. And the reason I was working so hard is because my main mission was just to become wealthy so that I can create security and safety for myself. Now, we become control freaks when we didn't feel safe at some stage in our lives, when we feel that, you know, life isn't safe, or you don't trust, and you just feel very vulnerable and unsafe. And that's when we start wanting to control everything in our environment, not just in our environment, but we also want to control the people in our lives. It is not a conscious thing, it's very subconsciously, because the more you feel that you own things and that you are in control of things, the safer you feel. But it's a false sense of security, but it still gives the illusion that you are safe. In truth, we have to find our security and our safety within ourselves and within us. We have the energy of all creation, the creator of all life. We are sparks of God, and within us is all the security and safety that we need. And if we start looking for it outside of ourselves, we will always suffer, we will always be afraid, we will always be nervous. So it is incredibly important to remember that true safety lies within. But now it's important to understand that when you are a control freak, you're not feeling safe. And when you're not feeling safe, it is because you lack trust. You have forgotten who you are and what you are a part of. You have forgotten that within you is a source of abundance, an abundance of prosperity, love, joy, peace. Everything that you can possibly need, want, or desire is already in your life now. But because we felt unsafe at some stage, we learned to find our safety outside of ourselves. And when you are looking for safety outside of yourself, that is a very scary place to be, because now it depends on other people, and it depends on your environment, and it depends on things outside of yourself. And that is making you feel even more scared and more vulnerable. All right, and it depends on the outside. So that is a very, very, very scary place to be, and I've lived most of my life doing that, finding my safety within what I've created, what I've built up as a career, and I used to think that my abundance comes from other people, so I always had to please them and make sure that, you know, they're happy, because when they're happy, I get what I want. And so most of my life I lived in a state of anxiety, depression, feeling scared. It is when I finally reached a point where almost everything that I counted on was gone, that I realized, oh my word, within me is an infinite fountain of abundance, of prosperity, safety, security, love. Now, every now and again, I still forget. But it doesn't take that long to let go of the beliefs that has limited me for so long, and then go within and just remind myself that I am infinitely abundant and safe and secure. Now, so if you are currently someone who is really trying to control your world and the people in your world, I know it is because you felt very unsafe somewhere in your life. But trust me, controlling everything around you is never ever going to fulfill the fearful feeling inside you, is never going to give you that peace that you're looking for. That is within you. It's within you, and you cannot find it outside of yourself. And what you are learning is to trust that all is perfect as it is. Everything that is happening in your life is happening perfectly, so that you can learn something from it, that you can grow and expand beyond it, that you can eventually use it as a stepping stone. And everything that you ever need, all the love, all the joy, all the peace, is already within you. And when we can relax into that, when we can truly learn to trust the source of all life, the creator of all creation, that is when life becomes easy, effortlessly. And it takes trust, and trust is a state of mind that we have to cultivate. We have to practice it. So every time I forget that I am part of this all that is energy that provides for me unconditionally, I just need to remind myself and go practice and remember, and then things feel better again. It is a lot easier to relax and surrender to this than trying to control things that is completely out of my control. So every day I practice trust. And I must say that my beautiful triplets, my beautiful girls, did teach me on how to let go, because you've only got 2 arms and you cannot hold 3 babies and manage 3 babies as one person. So somewhere they taught me how to let go on some level and not wanting to control every aspect of everything. And now today I understand it's just because somewhere in my life I felt very, very afraid, and I just have to learn to trust.